Hello, 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 hello. Okay, guys, I'm just testing out the audio. Okay, looks like you're having audio. Okay, it's working. So yeah, guys, let me do a quick intro. So yesterday we just focused mainly more on these tab bars. So we worked more on this, and today I said I will be working on the animation and probably also work on the adding the search bar here, so that when you click on this icon, you have a search bar here. So first of all, let's start with the animation part of it. So here is our app. So yesterday we did this. So we created an abstract class called a custom stateful UI state. So that basically the reason we created this was to use this to have a way to add animations to stateful widgets without having a boilerplate animation code on each stateful widget. So that's the only reason we decided to have this. So let's go ahead and kind of like um, add the animation here and then start using it in our stateful widgets. So let's have an init state here and I'll go ahead and make this open and so have an init state. Let's create this out. Move this from here to our init state method. And that should basically be animation controller is equals to this. And then we can add a comment here. And then we can have, let's have an animation. Record animation. And we call that, let's call this so this should be main test, but main test, main heading animation, and so you can over here, uh, but main heading animation, and so you can just okay. So we have a suggested code. So this is basically what we want to do: initialize something like this. So for our psychologist test, and um, so basically, what we're trying to do is to create a staggered animation for yeah. So a staggered animation. So that's what we'll be looking forward to. And so far, let's test this out. So far, right now, where with this post method, let's save this. Let's test it on our main homepage. Um, So down below here, so since we are adding this state stuff here, state type here, so we are, and it has a mixing called ticker provider state mixing. So we don't need this one here. We are going to remove this one here. Basically use the one we are going to add the custom state we created, and we are going to replace this state here. So we're going to say the custom stateful UI. Okay, what did I do? So let's copy this over and paste it right here. Then let's import it. That should be this. So we imported that. Next will be below that. We're going to have um, so we're going to have our main state, main page state screen. So basically something like this, super animation, and so basically a passing the animation duration here. For the super class, which is this for this state, over here we are going to and in here we are going to say duration. We need a duration here, which is basically the same name as this. Copy that. Paste that. That fixes the error we are having. And next is to replace the states of type main homepage with these states we have here already. And inside our create states, this stuff is requesting for this um, animation right here variable. So we are going to create animation duration. So it's going to be a seconds, and we are saying going to say 2 seconds. So we want the animation to, we want the whole animation to last for 2 seconds. So that's why we said 2 seconds right here. And with that being done, so we can move directly to this main heading right here. So the main heading right here, we can actually wrap this with animated builder, and then the parents will be opacity. So we can have this as an opacity. Let's- And let's have animation. Um, so we're going to call this animated builder. So that's animated builder. And the animation is basically from here. So this animation um, object we created here. So you can actually access it here, and inside our init state, we are going to call animation.forward on it, and also remember in a dispose that we have to dispose that animation controller.dispose over here to dispose the animation. Whenever this screen is no longer in the screen, we call this animation controller.dispose to dispose it, and over here the animation that is needed should be this animation controller, and our builder we have is a function that need a context and a child widget, and inside it we are going to return the widget we want to animate. Over here we are going to say opacity. So the opacity will be um, so when the opacity will be content. Remember the animation we create. Okay, so main heading animation. So the main heading animation, that's what we are going to use here. Is that in here? Dot value. And let's see if there's something we need to fix on that. So let's see what we are doing properly. And the shard is going to be um so we're going to replace this with basically this main heading right here. Since we want to animate a main heading, add it here. And so let's save this and test it out. Okay. So you guys can see the animation happen and it was so fast. So let's try that again. And you can see, so that's what we needed. That's good. So we added opacity for this one. We can make this one to be a grow animation. So this one will grow when the animation starts. So we can go ahead over here, remove the main heading we have here. Since we are using the animation for for the main heading, so we don't need the other main heading. The next one will be to animate the icon, which is this. So the icon, remember, will be um, a growing icon. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go. So that should be inside here. Down below, okay, down below here, we are going to create another animation. We are going to call that bit. Um, so that should be animation, not subheading. Animation that should be called as search icon, search icon animation. So that's what we need. And in here, and let's say we needed, so we need to initialize that over here. So let's say search search animation is equals to. So we have a suggestion right here. We can go ahead and tweak this to match what we need. So basically, we want a twin that starts from 0. I want that to end at 1.0. And next one, we animate it using a curved animation. And the curved animation, the parent is basically our controller. We are saying curves us is in, out, and is out. So let's test this so that we see what that looks like. And so we head over here and we can actually apply the application right here. So um, image icon. So this image icon, we are going to wrap this. So the size is what we're going to animate. So basically, I prefer you. So guys, you might be asking why am I using animated builder? So like maybe if you have been working on Flutter or be watching other videos on Flutter, you see most people doesn't like, sometimes you see an animation without this. That's okay, but the side effect of that is that if you use animation without maybe this animated builder or animated container, all those stuff, so if you use the animation directly in your widget, it's basically going to rebuild the whole widget. Maybe that's not what you need. You just want to rebuild some particular animation. Let's say we want to add animation to this. We don't want to animate this, but If you don't use animated builder on this, so the animation control is going to rebuild this whole stuff. So we don't need that. We just want it to rebuild what we want to animate, because we'll not be animating this bottom bar. The bottom bar will be always like this. We are just going to animate this, and this. That's all. So let's go ahead and use animated builder on this. So let's go animated builder. Remember, the animation is our animation controller. So we misspelled something here. Yeah. So we fix that right now. So the builder method, remember our builder method is a function, a method. Yeah. A method that has two parameters, a context and a child. Basically, this child is a widget child called a widget. So I'm going to go ahead and return. Um, so the image icon we copied right now. So we're going to go ahead and return that, fix this up, and we're going to say, remember our animation here for that search icon animation. And we're going to say, let's say, search icon animation dot value times 30, which is 30 is basically the size, the last size of our icon. So let's save this and run the app again. Okay, we have an issue right now, so let's do this. So if you guys look, you will see the animation growing. Let's rerun this again. So this is what we need. We need this to be an opacity, and we need this to grow into the full size. So that's working here. This one right here, we can actually maybe make this translate in, or we can actually add opacity to it too. Let's see what will work. Maybe translation or opacity will work, but I think sliding in, that using translation on it might be better. So let's try that a bit. So that should be button tabs, if I'm correct. Yeah, that should be button tabs. Let's see where we work there. And under yes, so we can go ahead and say, um, create another animation below here. Plate animation. That should be button tabs, button tabs animation, and we can initialize that in here. So we have a suggestion already. That should be from zero, starting from zero all the way to, let's say, 1.0 here. But let's try it out and see. Let's say is it guys, give me a moment. Fix. Okay, so back here, so we added our animation tab. Copy this. We don't need to copy that over here. So let's uncomment this out and try. So let's go over ahead and say animation. That should be animated builder. Have that already. Animation controller and the builder right here. You have a context, commercial, and we are going to return a transform. And so that should be transformed or translate. Um, and if you have an offset like this, so we have this offset. Okay. So let's leave this like this and put this off. And we have a shard widget. And then now let's fix the offset. Um, Offset. Basically, I'm not going to animate the x-axis, which is okay. We are going to animate the x-axis and not the y-axis. We want it to move from. Let's say we have dot value times multiply that by so comma if the y-axis at 0.0. Let's save this. Restart the app. Let's see what we have. Okay. Okay. So I think we can fix this up by saying start at minus. Let's see if this works. Okay. Okay. So let's see that again. So we have that sliding, but we can go way. Let's see, start at minus 40.0. Okay, guys, you can see the sliding. So that's cool. We can go with that. Let's limit this a bit. So let's say times 8. Okay, times 5, times 3. Yeah, let's leave it to the value. see this one more time. Okay, so basically that want still from the design. So I think maybe we could make this open. Um, so let's see, from here we have our design right here. So basically there's no padding right here. So this is, you can see how this goes. But right here we have this cut off half. We can fix that up in our app. So we can say our app horizontal padding. So we are using this horizontal padding, which we don't want. We can say page insert, but only this change this to left. So this will push this to the end and this will push this to this place. And we can add this padding right here to the right of our icon, which is, where's our icon again? Um, so there's our icon right here. And we can add a padding on it. We can run it with a padding. Let's make it a container. And inside the container, we have a padding, and that should be edge insert dot only at the right. Okay, that works. So right now, let's start it to see what the animation will look like right now. Okay, so this slides in from the left. I'm trying to see if that makes sense. The way it slides in makes sense. Um, so let's see what we got here. I still don't want this space right here, so that's what I'm trying to fix. Don't want that space to be to be there. Um, okay. And let's see, that should be, let's reduce this a bit to 3 to make it 2. Okay, let's just leave it at 6 for now. Let's fix other stuff. So we added the animation right here, and on this. One thing we can, this many is to add animation on this list. We can, so we can actually make this list fade in. That should be using opacity on it. So we can make it fade in. Over here, and say list. I can call this animation body. So I can call this body animation. So the body animation we can basically have actually in here. So let's body animation. We start from 0 and all the way to 1.0. That should be okay for opacity. Okay. Trying to see if there's something else we can do with the body animation. But right now we can make it up. We can use opacity there. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's delete this code we have here that we no longer need. Okay, let me show this cool stuff. Yes. So the next one will be this expanded tab view. Expanded tab view. Okay, copy the whole tab view, add that in animated widget. Okay. So there should be animated builder, and in here remember animation is animation controller. Okay. And we have the builder, which has two parameters, context and a chart. And in here we return an opacity. And remember we say we are going to add a tab view that we copied recently in there as a chart of the opacity. Okay, see that. Okay, so we have this okay opacity which is double, so we call our body animation dot value on there. We can rearrange this, save this, and we have to rerun our app again. we have what is animation running in. But right now, this is not a staggered animation because everything is happening at the same time. Let's fix one more stuff. Um, so, so what we need to fix is that we want to make it a staggered animation by adding an interval to our animations. So this one, so inside here where we have the curve, so you can have an interval at the first one and say interval. Um, okay, so we can go ahead and save this. And so we start from 0.5 and stop at 0.0 and stop at 0.5. No, I say 0.0 and stop at 0.20 and you can do the same for this. At the interval property here, I say begin at 0. Remember, you have to begin at where you stopped previously. That should be 0.20 and end at 0.30. And should be is at, and again we take this 3.0 and the last one, no, not the last one, so we can do same here. We can copy this over and change a few things here. Copy this in here, replace this with what we copied, and we can replace, so we stop at 0.30, so we can start at 0.30 and stop at 0.70. And the last one, so this will be from 0.70 to 1. Okay, yeah, 0.0070 to 1. So let's test this out. So let's check that again. Last time, um, say 0.0 interval should be, let's see, looks like it was too fast. Let's adjust this, so 0.3, and from 0.3 to 0.45, so that's 0.5, and from 0.5 to 0.8, from 0.8 to 1. Okay, I think it's okay this way. So let's check it out one more time. Okay, this has an issue. Um, so one, let's say one from -60. We actually don't want to see it in the screen while animating. Let's move it to minus. Okay, yeah, that works. So let's check it one more time. So we are good with the animation right here. So the animation is done, it's complete. We might change some stuff later on in the future, but we can leave it right here for now. So right now we can move ahead and do some other stuff. So right now we need to the work on the what's it called? What we have here is our search icon, so that when someone clicks on this, we can have a search bar displayed below here, or a search bar displayed above right here. And I was thinking a search bar above this, but it doesn't make sense. That will cover the this this item here. And a search bar above here. We covered this, and I don't think that's too bad. So we are going to try both of them and see which one is good. Um, so let's maybe move below like this, and we have the search bar displayed right here. And we can go ahead and add a search bar. Let's add that creates. So I'll just copy a code over. I have the code already. Um, so that should be over here. So again, it's going to copy something over right now. Um, so I'm going to copy something over. So just copy the search bar I created previously. I copied that over. And, let's check our app colors. Let's see the search bar we have here. Let's see the color she gave to it. Somewhere we have a search bar. Let me see. Okay, I think I saw it now. Okay, so this search bar right here. So this is the color she gave to the search bar, and that's basically something we are going to implement right now. And we can say over here, and we can so the color she gave here. Let's see if I have that color 76768. That should be so we don't have that color already, so we can just copy the color over. And then remember the percentage is 12%. So it's 12%. So we have meant to search bar. Remove this color search, and the color we copied over is the color right here, which is this. So this is the color we copied over. And that's not full opacity. And remember, we have the opacity value. So basically, 12%. 12%. So we don't have the actual 12% here. So we are going to go with 10%. So let's try 10% for now and see what that looks like. Um, I don't think that looks good. Let's try 50% of that color. Um, Yeah, can keep this way. Let's go back here and create this search bar. Um, Over here, replace the color we have here. Do the same for this highlighted area. Change this to um, so we copy the search icon recently. Also, this search icon we have here. Let's see where we use that. That should be somewhere. That's, okay, let's try the core folder side. Brand images. Okay. Um, so yeah, this is it. Icon union is the icon union of search icon. So let's try any of these and see what that would look like. So replace this with this search icon or icon here. So that should brand images. So that's what we're missing there. Now we can go over here. At the dot notation at the back, then before the dot notation, we add the class we copied over, import it. So that will fix the issues. Save this. And now let's go ahead and use the search bar. So we can use a search bar somewhere here in our main page. And that will be, we can add it somewhere. So, so before our tab view, we can add it here for now. And I will come import this. So the issue we have now a controller need a test editing controller. So we're going to add a test editing controller to um, our home controller that we created before, which is this. And in here, let's create a test. Let's create this, and we can single dispose method right here. Search controller dot dispose. Always remember to dispose those kind of stuff. When you're using a controller or some stuff, that's a widget that needs to be disposed. So let's dispose them. Um, so here in our page, you can just call. I think we have home controller somewhere here. So home controller dot. So we say home controller dot search controller, which we just created. That will solve the problem. And yeah, right there we have the search bar we are looking for. That's looking good. There's an issue. The icon is telling us there's an issue. Okay, so the issue, I know what it is. So let's fix that up. So we have assets like this, and then we can paste this. So we are using string interpolation here, and boom, that's fixed for us. That's good. Yeah, but before that, let's see the size of the icon. So that should be 1212. Over here we have, I think 21 is good, and we have this space from the left, and then this. So the test. Let's see the test color, and the test color has three something called 3C 3C. Let's copy that over. Go ahead over to our colors. And let's see if you have the color existing already. We have something like that. So there it is. So we can copy that and head over to this. We can change the color of that should be actually called hints. So print hint placeholder. I can say um okay. So we can so we can go over change this. So first of all, let's test style. I think we have a style we have been using hint style. Hint. So we can use our theme directly from our theme dot dot of context dot test theme. So let's use something like headline headline 4. Let's try that. So use the copy method to copy the style and then change the style here. So we can go over here and change the color. So we want the color to be um so app colors colors dots paste that. So that's it. Save this. So yeah, we got that working. So that's the color we need. But the text is a bit bold. So let's see what else we need to change. Font weight is 400 and font size is 17. Copy that. 17 line font weight 400. Let's try headline 3. Maybe it will be bigger than this. Okay, yeah. So let's say font weight that's 400. That's it. And yeah, so that's big. And it says only sash. The test should only say sash. So we can come over here, remove the candidates. Um, so we have this hash we have here, and then this is placed somewhere in the middle. We can go over place it somewhere in the middle. To do that, right here we can. Okay, that should be custom input, and we have the icon. Okay, I'm trying to see what we need to fix here. So we have is the icon. We have a transform. Do you like this? A pattern from the right, and let's see what we could do here. So we're transform the translate and that, and so I want to position that in the middle. Let's try 10, 20. That's too much. Let's give it 15. That's somewhere in the middle. And now for this one, we can to the right. So let's increase this. See what we have. That's not what we need. Okay, that should be somewhere between the middle. And this should position the stairs inside the label in the middle too. Say, mm, okay, we got that 150. But this doesn't want to be. This doesn't supposed to be at 150. It should be. But we can move the power degree to, let's say, 80. Okay. To get this to work properly, these places we are making the changes. First of all, over here we can use media put here for the offset. Okay, media put dot of context height. So remove the constant. Put it constant. Two. Okay, two is too big. So 1 5. Place that somewhere between the middle, and then we can do the same for the x-axis. Um, so let's try to. No. Okay, so we can leave it here. Then for this, what we have here, um, okay, not height. So we're making a mistake. It should be width. For the x-axis, we are going to use the width of the screen for that. Um, One more, so we make it 4, 3, 4. That's too much. 3, 2. And so that being done, copy that, try. Okay, let's change this to 90. Let's change it to 120. That's what we have. Let's cross check it with the design right here. And we can see it's matching up. So it's working. And let's see what we need to fix. So we have hint color. Color that border. So let's want to kind of like stop um add place border none for everything. So we do that. Let's do that for focus. Focus border. So everything should be border none. So with that being done, so we can't see any border right here. So that's showing a border here. That being done, so that caused an issue, and we have to fix that issue. And that's placed at the middle, and we can go over here, fix this for the height. So I think we're good with that. And let's hot restart our app. So when you tap in here, basically there will be this cursor sign, but if you tap outside, the cursor sign is still there. We don't want that. So how to fix that in your app is basically to wrap your widget with gesture dictator and add what we call focus node and watch the focus node and remove it when there's no focus on the. I'll copy a code and I will expand that. Um, so yeah, there's our main home page. This is our main home page. I'm going to wrap the scaffold with a gesture dictator. Call that gesture dictator. Here's the untapped code we copied. Come right here. So we have this focus scope node, and we are checking the current focus on this context, which is the current screen we are. And we are trying to see if the current focus has a primary focus, current focus dot on focus. So this is the current focus right now. And if we click outside here, and that's the primary focus right now, and this focus will be removed, and the cursor will be removed from here. So let's see that in action. Hot restart our app, and let's tap in here. You can see the cursor. Tap outside, the cursor is gone. And we got a problem. Okay. Okay, this what we added here kind of like is causing an issue right now, and we got to fix that. Let me see if that's the one causing the issue as this one. Okay, basically our custom search bar is causing the issue. We can fix that. We can work on that. Um, so for now, we can just leave that for now. Work on the search bar first. Then we can fix those issues we're having. So we have this click outside. This the stuff is gone, and that's it for now. And so basically, what we need to do is hook it up with this. When you click on this, and this will show up. When you click on it again, and this will be gone. And we can go over here. Is our home controller. Inside our home controller, we can have a variable that will keep track of our, so we call that a boolean variable that will show us. We can use, I call it hide or show search bar, or you can call it a search open. Is search open. So that will be the name of the variable, and it will be false from the beginning. Being false, we can say we can call a set method. Um, so calling a set, we can come over here, call a method that will be turning it off and on. I can call void open close search, and that should be this. So you can basically turn the variable on and off by calling this method, and we can get the current value of the search is search open by calling this particular method here. We call this get. So making it private. So we just made that private, so we can only use the get to access it. So we can get that. So search is open will return the value of the is search open for us, and we can use that over here. So let's go ahead and save this. We can use that in our main page, and we can to toggle this. So we can add a variable saying home controller dot search is open is true. If that is true, we show the search bar. Else, we're going to show an empty container. So go ahead and go ahead and save this. Basically, we are going to hook our search icon to become something that we use to toggle it. So here's our search icon. Add it inside the gesture detector, remember, for so that it can be clickable. So the gesture detector, we say on tap, call this method, and in here you can say home controller dot open and close search. So let's restart our app again. So we tap on this. So we have an issue right now. So the issue is that we have to wrap this we have to wrap this in an observable. All this stuff we have to wrap them in an observable obx builder. So we call that obx, which has a method that returns say return what we have right now. Close that off. Add a comma here for the code, save it, and restart our app. So let's try it again. Tap on this, and you can see this shows up. Tap on it again. This goes off. Tap on it, shows up. So that's basically what we need for that. So we can actually add animation here to fix this, but I don't think we'll be doing that today. But later on, we can do this to make sense by adding animation right here. So right now, the what we have to do is to fix that issue of this causing the exception we are having here. Let's see, we have the expanded widget, animated builder, that starts right here. Okay. Okay, we're still having the issue. So we just see how to fix that. So basically, this thing is overflowing. I think that's the issue. Not actually overflowing. So the issue is kind of like nesting our column and row, something like that, in a widget. So let's see how to fix that. I was trying to add okay, so we have to figure out where exactly this occurred. Okay, so the issue is fixed. So the issue is basically the flexible widget we have here. So I think there's a problem when you're using flexible widget as a child to a column. Um, I think that's the issue we are having here because saying something like an assumption of lender object that receive the incompatible parent data was okay was this. And the offending flexible is currently placed inside a transform widget. It's currently placed inside a transform widget. Okay. So it's currently placed inside a transform widget, which will be basically this. So let's say we go ahead and remove this right here, like we did to fix the issue, and the issue is basically fixed. So we can see that. So if we save this, the issue is fixed. So let's wrap this transform with a flexible and see if we are going to get the same issue. Okay, we still got that. And what to say this time around? It's placed inside a padding widget. So basically, it shouldn't be placed inside a widget that has a constraint. Is that the issue? Okay. So we know that to fix the issue, we have to remove the flexible widget we are using. I'll save this again. So we're not having the issue. So our app bar here, search bar is working and is good as we need it. Let's see what else we need to do. So we can test it again, and that closes it off, opens it, closes it off, and we can type in, tap out, and that goes off. But let's change this cursor to be the color of what we have here. And we can say, mm, so that would be, can get that, we can scroll up. So that should be the color we change icon color. So this should be the color we want to change it to. Yeah, into brand color. And so this should be the input field, and we can change the cursor color by changing the here. So you can go over here. So this is the cursor color. Change it by passing this color, and we can test that out. So yeah, it's already there. So you can see the color is now taking this color we have here, and which is what we need. So that's working. And let's shake this together. So the search bar, the icon, the search text, the search height, and the icon, the space. And I think we are good. Yeah, we are good to go. And we can go over to our home page, which is right here. So today we were able to cover a lot. So we covered animation today, and we covered dynamically adding a search bar to our page by hiding and opening it by clicking a button to open and hide it. So there's one more thing we could actually do. I will show you guys. So there's where we could actually, like I said, we could make this search bar to cover this part instead of showing up here. So we can do that right now. So let me show you what that would look like. Let's say we have a overlay entry, so that will we are going to use an overlay entry for that. So change image color to true. So guys, remember we are going to remove this. Let's say remove. Maybe when we don't like it, remove. If not, good. Under here we call overlay entry. We call that overlay entry. And make that private to this current class. We can come down here and have a method that can open it. Let me copy something over. Um, okay, let me see. So copy that over. Let me type it. Let's say show. Cancel that show. Search. Show search. Close this. You're going to say overlay entry, which we define area. Not overlay. The correct spelling we have. So is equals to overlay entry, which has a builder with a current context, which are going to pass in here as build context. And in here we pass the context. Okay. And we can go over and return what we have, a position widget, position, say we want the top 0.0, left 0.0, child will be basically our search bar, which is this custom search bar. Or we can go ahead, let's copy everything we have here. Copy that. We can paste that here as a child. And so we are going to say when someone clicks on this, we add this overlay we created before. Down below here, we can call overlay dot insert. Okay, not overlay state, that should be overlay entry. Okay, that's not overlay entry, that should be overlay. Got that wrong. Lots of context. Yeah, then I can force unwrap this. Okay, we have fixed that issue. And we can call this method right over in our when we click on the icon button. So that's basically here. When we tap on the icon button, we are going to close this. Call the function here. Pass in the context. Close that off and save this. Let's try that. We have an issue. So we fixed that by adding a late modifier to the variable we created here. Let's tap on this right now. Okay, Okay. We have an issue. So we could just say animation. Let's overlay entry. What do we have here? And okay. Basically, it's saying it could not find a material with it, and let's go to our main right here. Get material app. Return home. What's the issue right now? What's causing this issue we're having here? Um, and we're using that, so why isn't giving such error? Um, let's go ahead and wrap this with a container. So we still receive the same error. Come on. What did we do wrong here? Let's see. Let's search for this. Let's see if we're going to find a solution to this. You know what? Let's go ahead and copy all this stuff we have here. Copy them and then put them directly right inside our untap method here. Let's test it and see if we are going to receive such issue. Okay, we still have that. Now I'm getting more confused. So I've positioned overlay entry, and okay, let's remove this and test this with something else to see if you're going to receive this error. I will have a container, set it to a container, a width of 200, height 200, and color is red. Save that. So we have a container to test it with. So that's, and it's showing up. So we have this stuff showing up right here, which is good, which is what we needed. Mm, so when we have this custom search bar, that stops showing up. Let's see. Let's wrap this with a card widget and try this out again. And it's actually working with a card widget, okay, which is a material app widget. And other widget we have here is basically a material app widget. And let's wrap this with a card widget. And here it is, it's showing up here inside our card widget. And so we have a scaffold right there. And let's say the body, the custom search bar. Okay, that's understandable. could wrap this with a could I think the problem is like the overall entry we are having is basically adding this creating okay it's creating a new widget tree. How do I explain this? A new descendant and widgets where this is kind of a parent on its own, and that's not supported by apples because that's not supported by Google Flutter, which means like this either needs to be in a material app widget, which is either a scaffold like over what we have here. Other widgets are inside here, so that it won't show that issue. But I think that's the issue we are having here. Okay, and I think we have that done and dusted. Um, okay, so now we figured it out. So we can use material widgets, which is card, scaffold, drawer, and other ones. Let's see other ones we could actually use. So let's try this again. So we got the error. And let's try replacing the size box with a widget called material itself. Save this. And okay, that worked. It's showing up here. So basically we're using these material widgets. So it creates a piece of material which is a type, elevation, border, and bar foreground. Okay, if a shape is specified, then the border reduce. Okay. So that makes sense. So that's actually a way to solve the issue we're having. So let's go and position this from the top. So let's say from the top 20.0, not 20, we actually did 40. Um, so that brought this down. Okay, that would make sense. Mm, So we can go over and take this as it is right now, and we could say and remove all these we have here from this function right here, and then replace that with this for now, and then this one we can close this off. We can uncomment this. We are just checking out some stuff, and so with this one we'll be using, and over here we're going to replace this container with material because we figured out material works, material widget works, and we save this. We made it top. We made it like all the way from the top. Let's add a 60.0, and we could use an if statement here to say if home controller is search is open is true. Oh, come on. So home controller is search is open. should. If there is should, we're going to and else that means it's false. If it's oh no, if it's not if it's false, so if it's false, we are going to add the search bar to the screen. But if not, if it's true, we are going to remove the search bar. Yeah, by using this. And over here in our function, so this function we are going to call here, we are going to also comment this one out. Let's restart our app. And now when you click on this, okay, we got an error right now. Okay, so let's see. Um, we got to call inside our function right here. We got to call this after the show slash function right here. Let's go restart this. So let's try this again. And it's showing up. So go ahead and say, so basically, oh, not this, come on. Um, want to copy this function, not what we did. So this is what we want to do right here. So let's try this again. We have that. Okay, let's pause this, close this off, turn it on again. So let's run this app, run our app again. So basically, guys, so far we kind of like concluded what we want to do, but the issue we are having, the issue we're having is that the now I want to test if we are going to use basically if we are going to use overlay instead of kind of like showing the search bar below the list above the list. So I want to kind of like overlay it above everything on the app. So that's what we are testing out. Um, looks like we are having issue with that. So I, um, but for me, I think we could revert back to having it below above the list instead of overlaying it above the app. That makes more sense because over here in the design we have here, we have the designer doing similar stuff where she did a search page, so a search bar. So basically, the search bar is below, is inside the elements here, not above any of them, not overlaying any of them. So we can go with that. So by pressing it maybe in between widgets or above a widget, so like something like this, which we did previously. So we can go ahead and do that instead of using the overlay stuff we are trying to do. So I think that's it. So let's revert back. Um, can go ahead and let me stop this from running. Move this. Okay, basically remove all this stuff. Every single one of them and uncomment this out. And the next thing is over here in our function here, we are going to delete these ones and we're going to save it. And that's it. So we just reverted back to our previous code. And so, guys, we're stopping here today. And tomorrow, so tomorrow, what we focus more on tomorrow is having the psychologist list coming directly from Firebase, and then sorting the psychologist list using our search bar, and yeah, so sorting it, and so again we can add a full page whereby if we click on the any of the items, it can open up fully in a full page. So we'll be doing all this tomorrow. Hope to have you guys tomorrow on board to work on that. Um, yeah, hopefully tomorrow because tomorrow is weekend on my own side. Let's see if I can make out time to do that. If not, that would be Sunday or Monday. But I will let you guys will know whenever I'm online, and so that will be it. So guys, have a nice day. Have a nice weekend everywhere you are. And hope to see you guys on the next episodes we'll be working on. And thank you guys for joining. Thank you.